Japanese food is so unhealthy. Or is it? Hi everyone, it's Abby from Pictour and I'm a photographer and guide in Japan. Japan is famous worldwide for healthy cuisine, right? Fresh fish, balanced meals, and one of the highest life expectancies in the world. But you would not believe how many people have complained to me that all the food here is so unhealthy. How did we go from the land of health and longevity to why does my stomach hurt? Today, I'm going to show you exactly why this happens. And then, more importantly, how and where you can eat healthy and actually enjoy all the incredible food Japan has to offer. Let's dive in. So, what is actually going on? So for most people, the problem starts quietly, usually around day 2 or 3. You've been walking a lot, you're excited, you're eating out constantly. Everything looks light and clean and healthy. You got rice bowls, noodles, fish, bento, onigiri, and nothing feels heavy, at least at first. But then suddenly you feel tired, bloated. So the biggest reason isn't oil, additives, or portion size. It's a sudden change in macronutrient balance. That means protein, fat, and carbs, and how much of each that you're eating. If you're coming from a Western country, especially if you're even a little health conscious, your normal diet probably looks something like this. Maybe higher protein, decent fats, and relatively lower carbs. And Japan will flip that completely on you. So when you eat out in Japan every day, most meals are quite high in carbohydrates and surprisingly low in protein. Your body basically goes, wait, this is not what we've been doing this whole time. What's going on here? So first, you're accidentally carb loading. You're not trying to, maybe you're not even like overeating, but rice with every meal, noodles, bread, snacks, they add up fast and you end up eating like you're preparing for a marathon, except you're just sightseeing. Second, the carbs you're eating are mostly refined carbs. And compared to the more like whole grains, vegetables, fiber-heavy foods that many people eat back home, the type and the amount of fiber, of course, is going to change dramatically. These foods are often high glycemic, meaning they spike your blood sugar quickly. So instead of a steady energy, you get a cycle of feeling okay, and then tired, and then hungry again. Seasoning is probably quite different. So you have soy sauce, miso soup, broths. These will all be increasing your sodium intake, perhaps more than you might realize. And so that combination of carbs, blood sugar swings, and quite a bit of sodium can make you feel heavy, bloated, and uncomfortable. So why do travelers struggle to eat healthy in Japan? So a big problem perhaps is expectation. Many travelers assume that restaurants work the same way as they do in Western countries. They perhaps expect salads on every menu, more vegetable sides everywhere, easy substitutions. But in Japan, you've heard me say this before, many popular restaurants are specialty shops. Ramen shops have ramen, sushi shops have sushi, and high-rated restaurants on Google that tourists flock to often do their one thing extremely well, and their side menus are very limited because people are there for that one thing. So even if the food is high quality, which it usually is, it's not always balanced unless you choose intentionally. That's why knowing where to eat matters just as much as what you eat. Let's talk about how to actually eat healthy in Japan. So first up, convenience stores are your secret weapon. Japanese konbinis are open 24/7, and honestly, they are incredible for balanced eating if you know what to grab. So for protein, you have so many options. My favorite is salad chicken. I know it looks like a mysterious piece of chicken in a plastic bag, but oh my gosh, it is scrumptious, it's low calorie, it's high protein, and they have so many different flavors so it doesn't get boring. Also hard-boiled eggs. They have a big variety of hard-boiled eggs. High protein yogurts. Japan has a lot of yogurts, surprisingly. You can also find a lot of cool things like grilled fish, cold tofu, which is very gentle, and natto, which is fermented, and it is phenomenal for your gut health. And before you come for me in the comments about the natto, I used to hate it too. For fiber and lower GI carbs, soba noodles are a better choice than ramen. Salads are plentiful. Vegetable sticks make it easy to get vegetables without thinking too hard, and usually they come with a sauce you can dip it in. And then oftentimes they'll have like barley rice onigiri, which are higher in fiber than regular white rice. Bananas, You always got bananas. Protein bars are convenient when you're walking all day. Japan has a lot of protein bars recently. Things like unsweetened teas are also popular if you're kind of overdoing the juice. So if you're trying to feel good on your trip, convenience stores are not your enemy. They are your ally. Second is family restaurants, or famidesu, for balance. If you want balanced meals without thinking too much, family restaurants are one of the safest choices in Japan, surprisingly. So you have chains like Coco's, Gusto, and Jonathan's. Royal Host has both Western and Japanese style breakfasts and lunches, and it's a bit higher quality than those things I just mentioned. And I think they have the best salads amongst the chain restaurants, by far, in my opinion. Bronco Billy is popular for steaks, and they have a big salad bar, so I love to go and just get like the cheapest Hamburg steak they have, and then just go ham on the salad bar. Bikuri Donki, I've mentioned this place before, is literally a top-tier family restaurant that offers hamburger steak with a super delicious radish salad. Next, what about eating more like how Japanese people eat at home? You might notice there's lots of heavy and decadent food in Japan, but everyone is mysteriously quite thin. That's because Japanese people, for the most part, eat most of their meals at home. And if you want to eat a little bit more the way that many Japanese people eat at home, teishoku, or set meal chains, are perfect. Chains would be Otoya, which focuses on balanced meals with like grilled fish and vegetables. Yayoi-ken offers teishoku meals with unlimited rice, but the side dishes are quite nutritionally well thought out. Maido Okini Shokudo lets you choose your own side dishes, so they just have like dozens of side dishes, and you can adjust based on how you're feeling that day. And of course, you have a million like local mom and pop teishoku chains, because sometimes when Japanese people maybe need to eat out, they don't want to eat something super heavy. They still want something that feels more like what they would cook at home. So if you go in a teishoku like local shop and there's like 2 old people working there, you know that's going to be scrumptious. And you know it'll probably have you leave with your stomach feeling a-okay. The fourth thing to know is to start your day right with breakfast. So I'm not a big breakfast eater, but honestly, breakfast matters more than most people realize when they're traveling, and I swear by this. So family restaurants, again, offer both Japanese and Western style breakfast sets a lot of the time. You also have cafes like Dotoru Coffee, Komeda Coffee, Hoshino, which offer cafe style Japanese breakfasts, while places like Royal Host, Denny's, and even gyudon restaurants will often have more Western options, as well as things like salmon, some veggies, little pickles, etc. And honestly, Royal Host, like, sponsor me. They have the most filling and balanced breakfasts. Great food in the morning, okay? Also, if you're staying at a hotel, the breakfast buffet is a great chance to balance things out. Honestly, a proper breakfast will set the tone for your entire day and will prevent any dramatic energy crashes later. Fifth, specialty chains and other easy wins. So even fast food really does have options. Gyudon chains. Gyudon is like simmered beef and onion over rice. Gyudon chains like Sukiya and Yoshinoya have salad sets now. Subway is here too. For American, well, pretty much everyone in the world probably knows what Subway is. Subway's here. If you're in Kyoto specifically, there are great options like With Green for vegetarian and vegan meals. They have salads. Honestly, I eat With Green like 2 or 3 times a week probably. I promise you that healthy food exists everywhere. You just need to recognize it. And a final note, don't forget hydration. You're gonna be walking a lot. You're gonna be busy. Make sure that you hydrate properly, because dehydration, of course, can cause a lot of digestive problems. Eating healthy in Japan is not hard. I live here, I swear. Like, you have to know where to look. You don't need to avoid Japanese food. You don't need to diet on your vacation. You just need awareness. So if you follow these tips, hopefully you will feel better, you'll have more energy, and you will actually enjoy everything Japan has to offer without your stomach holding you hostage. So like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I really appreciate it. Check out our blog for more information, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!